Experts are calling for the investment in sustainable soil practices. This is in the midst of climate change challenges, such as floods that have impacted soil health. Joining us is Praveena Sridhar, Save the Soil Chief Technical Officer. Praveena, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for speaking to us. There's a stat that I read that absolutely blew my mind, that each year 24 billion tonnes of fertile land is lost. Walk us through some of the challenges that we are facing.
We are facing the biggest challenge of our times. It's not just of climate, it's of food security. If the soils are not taken care of, and if they're not supported to be managed in a sustainable manner, we are all going to face a situation which may not be pleasant for any one of us. All of us who are wealthy or have money may think that we may be able to escape it. When there is no food produced or when there's no food available to be bought, what are we going to eat? So it's really essential that we take care of the soils right now when we still have some time left. We have maybe a decade, two and a half decades until when we will have the ability to kind of turn things around for ourselves and the future generations to come. And if we do not really pay attention now by supporting farmers or doing the right thing by financing them, by giving them the knowledge, expertise, it's going to be a very difficult time going forward. And the timeline required for it to turn around is going to just keep increasing if we keep ignoring the problem.
Praveena, why is soil degradation an urgent priority for policymakers and farmers alike?
Soil degradation should be a priority for policymakers and farmers alike because soil is almost like a foundation on top of which you can build skyscrapers. You can have a farm with one crop, 2-layer crop, 3-layer crop, 7-layer crops. Our ancestors have grown 7 layers of crop in one small patch of land and been able to harvest throughout the year. It's just that at the present forms of conventional farming, we just do monocropping and we have been just mining the nutrition out of the soil. The soils are becoming weaker and they're not able to support us. So if we do not take care of the soil, we are risking our food security. I'm repeating myself. And if you take care of the soil, what happens is that it's not just food security. The water that falls from air in the form of rain into the land and comes to the rivers or lakes is actually gets purified by soil. And if you have good, healthy soils, they act as best filters. And if soils were alive, around 80% or more of biodiversity lives in soil. It comes back. And you almost have a living, dynamic, intelligent ecosystem that is providing all the services we human beings need with food, with water, with clean air, and also whole other life systems in the form of biodiversity. And one more fact that I would like to bring to your notice is that if soils were taken care of sustainably, 27% of carbon that needs to be sequestered can be sequestered in the soils, in agriculture soils. I'm not talking about forests. And if you take care of and another fact that I would like to bring to your notice is carbon, when inside soil, builds life, builds resilience into soil, and makes it a dynamic ecosystem. When it's in the air, all of us know what happens. It kind of heats the environment. When it's in the sea, it acidifies the environment. So where does carbon belong? It belongs to soil. Then why are we ignoring that solution or trying to, chase the evasive, I would say, the evasive goal of having clean energy solutions? We're still working towards this. The work on clean energies is very much mandatory. It has to continue. But while we are chasing the solution, should we not be kind of supporting and working in having this solution, which is right under our feet, give some support, give some legs so that it can actually support us?
Right, finally, beyond carbon sequestration, what are the tangible benefits of regenerative agriculture for farmers and the environment?
See, the tangible benefits for farmers is that, first of all, whatever food you're producing over a period of time, within a year or two, adjusting to what's happening to the soil, like when you move towards regenerative, the amount of food that comes out of soil will increase. The quality of food that will increase. See, when you eat foods that come from rich lands, they taste better. They taste better because they have harvested more nutrition and diverse set of nutrition. These are two things. Right? When you produce more, you can sell more. Therefore, you as a farmer can earn more. The second benefit is we are in the times of climate change. We don't know when a deluge is going to come. We don't know when a drought is going to hit. You don't know when a flood is going to hit. When such situations happen, soils, when they are alive and, has a lot of organic matter in them, they become very intelligent beings. When there's excess water, they drink up a lot of it because they become very porous sponges that can hold. At the same time, during the period of drought, what happens is they've held enough water during the rainy season. They can give out that water because the plants are not getting water from the top because it's drought. So in many ways, you are climate proofing farmers from shock. Me as a farmer, let's say I have seen droughts, I may not lose my entire crop. There may be certain percentage of loss, but I'll not lose my entire crop, right? In many ways, my livelihood is being secured when soils become healthy and living as a farmer.
Praveena Sridhar, Save the Soil Chief Technical Officer. That's we'll leave that conversation. Appreciate